we're going to discuss how do we enter into the new place where we don't know anybody. So first, pause this video and read Luke chapter 10, verses 1 to 11, and make two lists. In this video, what did Jesus tell his disciples to do? And in this video, what did Jesus tell his disciples not to do? Pause this video, read this passage out loud, and make two lists, and then come back. Now that you've had a moment to look at Luke chapter 10, verses 1 through 11, and make two lists, what did Jesus tell his disciples to do, and what did Jesus tell his disciples not to do? Let's take a moment and look at what you found. So Jesus told his disciples to go 2 by 2, to pray for more laborers that they would be found, to go to say peace be to this house, or to give a greeting to the people that they meet, to remain in the house, to eat and drink what is provided, to heal the sick, to proclaim the gospel, and to wipe off the dust of the feet in the towns they do not receive you. Jesus also said a few things what not to do. Take no money bag, knapsack, or sandals. Take no extra provisions. Do not greet on the road. Do not go from house to house. Whenever we survey the New Testament, we see a few of these things being done over and over and over again. So we need to pay close attention to what those things are. Throughout the Gospels and the book of Acts, we see people are always going 2 by 2, or if not 2 by 2, at least with someone else, maybe 3 or 4. They're not going alone. They always pray. They go, they share the gospel, and in some cases, they heal the sick. They always remain in the house to disciple the new believers. There are instances where people are going, and we don't know if they have extra money bag, sandals, or knapsack. We don't know if they greet on the road. We don't know if they go from house to house. I think some of these things are a matter of wisdom as we apply them to our different contexts. So now let's discuss a practical way to go to the new place. As you find a partner or someone that you can go with, maybe it's one partner, maybe it's 2 partners, the first thing you do is you pray and you ask that God would take you to a person of peace or a house of peace, someone who is welcoming to you and willing to listen and spiritually interested to listen to your message. Then you go. And as you meet people, you greet them. And you can ask them, is there anything in your life that you need for your family or your sickness that we can just pray and ask God to meet that need? Some people will say no, and that's okay. You say thank you for your time and you continue on. But some people will say yes, you can pray for this. For those people, you say a short prayer, not a long prayer, maybe 30 seconds or a minute. You just pray for them. And then you can ask them, may I share with you a story about my life and how God has changed my life? And then you can share your testimony. In under 3 minutes, share with them how God has changed your life. After that, you can ask them, may I tell you more about this God that changed my life? Then you can share the gospel with them. At any point in this time, if someone says no, they're not interested, that's okay. You move on to the next person and repeat the process. Whenever you find people that are willing to receive prayer, they want to hear your testimony, and they hear and receive the gospel, then you don't go house to house, but you remain in that house and you give discipleship and teach them how to go and do the same thing. Now take a few moments and pray and ask God, God, where do you want me to go to try this process? And God, who do you want me to take with me? After praying, write down what God tells you and then plan a time to go and try this process in a new place.